Okay, so the little pigeons are hot and they're waiting for me. So you do wonder about the pigeons. How can I remotely think that they are not connected to me in some way? Because I've said before, and I lost transmission there, by the way, because, there's a lot of frequencies that I cannot see, but sometimes I can hear them. And sometimes they, like any sound is a frequency, as was pointed out to me. But many frequencies you cannot hardly hear. In fact, some you probably can't hear at all. But depending on how strong they are or what type they are, which I don't understand these things, they can affect, even the mobile, I would imagine. But obviously, because it's a matrix and everything is technology and they're using technology, they can't, affect too much, I would imagine, because their whole way of being and their whole set-up reality is largely controlled through technology. Why this is, I'm not quite sure. They're doing stuff in the place there, as you can see. Is it normal that every house on the street should have repair trucks and be doing repairs? Like every day, like without fail. See, we have that one over there. I don't think it's coming out, but maybe I'll keep away from that anyway, because I'll just focus on the birds. I have got the phone around with the flash on, the poor little darling, look at him sitting there. Oh, little dears. Oh, little dears. Oh, aren't they little dears? Little dears. And of course we have that means that person came out of that house. They came out of that house over there, and now they are getting into this car in front. That is matrix collective collaboration, street collaboration, connected by technology. How that works, I don't know. I think the use of the mobile, like I'm using the mobile, is, is more of a human influence and infiltration into the real human's reality, the few that are left in the reality. That's what I think. In other words, the matrix God entity is a technological being. Its demigods and relatives are technical beings. That is their essence, that is their makeup, that is what they are. I don't understand these things. They are not real human or real life beings, and they are anti-life in essence, because they use real life to sustain them and to use in this reality. I'm not putting this well. Oh, the dear pigeons, look at them sitting there. I don't want to focus too much because I got the flash on. It might be too bright for them. I've turned it round the other way because I thought I'd do a change with the second video, but I've lost track here. But that's why I want to show the birds, but I don't want to I don't want to cause them any problems. Oh, they are sweet, aren't they? Oh, they are. Oh, look, they are sweet. Oh, I didn't plan on putting them in a video, but they've come to be in it. And, oh, look at that one sitting there. They rarely do that. That means it's getting a bit hot, which actually it is, although there's a bit of a breeze. Matrix God could easily blow up a huge wind if he wants to, if he gets angry or just wants to make its presence felt, if you know what I mean. That's how I see it anyway. But, Okay, I got the pigeons, they're coming quite close. See how they're almost tame to me now, because even though other people leave the bread, maybe they are a natural life form. I know I've said that some animals are possessed. In fact, I would assume that most are replaced and are possessed. When I say possessed, that means taken over by other negative, dark, spiritual, technical beings. And I keep emphasising that technical word only because they are not natural life forms. And I emphasise that too because that is what really creates a proper reality, or a reality that is conducive to a human being. Technology does not, despite what many people might think. They might see it as a benefit or a crutch or an additive. It is an unnecessary crutch, an unnecessary additive, and an unnecessary communication, but is made necessary by the reality that humans are suppressed in this reality. Because if you knew that you could communicate and send vibration and frequency, and didn't need a technological device, which you also, by the way, have to, pay for and continually, plug in and all this sort of stuff, if you actually knew that, and if you could reach that level, which we're not at, so that's why I'm using a mobile now. But I'm still aware, it's come to my attention that this is probably not how things were meant to be, or should be, or are a benefit to human beings. In fact, it is really the Matrix, God entity, taking over you and your reality and turning it into a technological society or reality, as opposed to a natural life force reality where you have some way of communicating, a proper way of communicating, and also where you have a proper my own personal idea on this, and I don't know if it's true. When I say human thought creates reality, combined with feelings and emotions, that I personally, when I first started to make the videos, I personally thought that means that, you do start to see the matrix from the real when you become more aware of it. And it exposes itself openly to you, because also now, because it is in an end time scenario, it's like everything else. I only know stuff because once the matrix does come down and open up, it doesn't at some point mind you seeing more of what you already know. So it has no problem. There is someone going into the house down there too, and there is a car pulled up inside the church. Can you see the white there? But that is just all matrix kind of, but no planes. The planes will probably come tonight, I would imagine, but you do start. I spoke of a plane, and look, here's one coming the wrong way. Coming the wrong way. It's only a tiny thing over my head. Look, coming the wrong way. What is wrong there? Oh, I can't get it over the sun, over my head. Oh dear. Can't film the rest of it. It's going back over that way. But there it is, going over the roof. It's too tiny, it won't come out. But that plane is going the wrong way. They always come over the roof and over me here and going out. That one is going the wrong way. I do hope they're not going to have a collision. But like I say, I haven't seen any coming since I've come out this way. But just as I spoke, that one showed itself. That was interesting. Well, it was interesting, I suppose. I don't know if it came out on the mobile. It was a very small plane. And not noisy. No noise. You notice it was quiet? Normally they make a noise as they come over. That was Mind you, they enjoy me looking foolish because I'm all over the place out here, as you can see. I'm sorry about that. But I can only do what I can do because I am a human being suppressed in an end-time out-of-touch matrix. Like I say, they're all these things, as a human being, everything that narcissistic psychopaths or technical beings of the matrix. Look, I think there are differences personally, but I need a longer video and more time to concentrate instead of being out here. That fella down there is a few doors down in that house. I would have said non-matrix, that house, that one house in the street, but there's the plane going over there. It's going just straight through there. Yeah, they're all going the wrong direction today. Is that to bamboozle me? Why are they going the wrong direction? But as the matrix reveals itself more, many will climb over to the matrix. In other words, many apparent real human beings will opt to be part of the collaborative technical matrix community at a local level, or at a bigger level, the whole reality. But and that could well be the case. But then again, I shouldn't be making this video outside, it's too sidetracking. These are very serious things, but I'm going to come here into the shade because I'm just standing outside the door, but it's getting quite bright here, and the sun, I might just show the sun. I don't know if it might be interesting or not. It's right overhead. It's right on top of my head there, like the planes normally go. Look at that. Can you see it? Is it coming out? Oh, I think not. I think I've got the phone round the wrong way. Only a few clouds, not much. And we have the car coming down, and I think we have got the matrix car going out up the side. Okay, so now we're getting a little bit of confirmation of a community matrix, do you not think? Or am I out of touch? Because I say matrix people are out of touch in the sense that they do not like a natural life reality where human beings are individually functioning people and are not connected by technology or even connected to other human beings by technology in a collaborative effort. It's one thing for me to use the mobile phone to make a video or to use the telephone to ring up with a one-on-one conversation, but it's another thing if I'm using the mobile to connect personally to other technically directed human beings who are not even living or functioning apart from directions from their mobile or technology. Now, I don't understand this. I'm just trying to keep it basic here because I don't have enough information or knowledge at this stage to talk fully about how the technology works, or even to talk about the different types of people that are habitating this Earth matrix now. I have reservations. As my father used to say, there are only two types of people in the world, and he was definitely of the matrix one type, and of the narcissistic personality psychology that is prominent now. Now, whether this means something more is another thing. It is difficult for me to grasp that you have been surrounded, or I've been surrounded by people all my life that are not what I thought they were. They're not just malfunctioning human beings or human beings that have been environmentally influenced, so therefore they are slightly less they're more cold, shall we say, towards things and see things different to how maybe you might or someone else might. It varies anyway, But, there could well be a lot more to it than that, because that's what I always thought. Even to say that someone is narcissistic or psychopathic. I think they're all very similar because they are all out of touch. They are not in touch with real life. They do not endorse or encourage or promote real life or protect real life. They tend to destroy real life. They tend to be negative to real life. Like I say, here we have a Matrix truck coming onto the street. And it is just going to pull up right in front of me, like these cars seem to do. You notice that it will pull up right in front, or maybe not. It's very slowly moving, as you can see. They lurk and loiter, whereas other times they drive too fast. Whereas, normal people would probably drive at a consistent kind of moderate rate, usually, unless there was reasons not to. The Matrix drivers don't drive that way. That's my observation. They drive different to how they used to. At least that's when the Matrix opens up and you see that. I'm going to have to fold up here soon. Not as much going on, but I've lost my train of thought there. It's very hard to make an outdoor candid video and yet to also be making your usual, where you're sitting down and at least only concentrating on what you're saying. And as you know, I get convoluted even with that because I don't have a script. See, these Matrix people, they all have a script. So we've got the activity going on down there now. And we do have the orange jackets too. The orange and the green are the Matrix colours. They show Matrix connection, Matrix subservience, you could say, subservience to the Matrix or to their community or to their society, and eventually, if you really look at the bigger picture, to the Matrix God entity and its technical reality. Because they don't just randomly pull in here and do all this activity. It appears as though they do. Everything that comes out of their mouth is a script. They do not randomly talk. They may or may not say things word for word. I'm not sure about that, but they basically are told when to speak and what to, only of course in the presence to influence or to suppress or to make their presence known to real life human beings. That's basically how it works. So we have this little, I'm not sure what that even is down there, what they're doing. It doesn't matter, but that sun is very hot, I must say. The sun is rather hot. It's probably not going to come out because I should have the phone round the other way for the sun. I noticed that when I did the video. See, I have got it. I know I said I wasn't going to use the flash, but I'm not filming. I didn't plan on filming the animals, even the birds. I said I'm not going to put the flash on when I film the cat. I'm turning away from them, even though their activity, they're shouting a bit too. But because that shows glowing eyes, which most people would put down to the flash. So if I'm going to show any form of possession, because possession can come to light through the eyes of the cat or an animal. I have only observed it in a cat. I haven't observed that in any other animals. But then again, I haven't looked for it in any other animals. And I only have the cat that comes up and visits me. And it's only occasionally that the cat lets down its guard, shall we say, and shows its possession through the eyes. In other words, the eyes will change and take on a different colour, and they will have a light emanating from them, which is not natural because it's not a reflection of any other light. And this is where you have to be careful. You have to be able to prove that. So that's why I turn the flash off, in case I can get it at some point, which I probably will get it at some point. The birds are twerping. I'm not sure. But see, I put the phone up to the sun, but because I've got the flash on, I noticed when I did that in a previous video that it didn't come out as good as if, or when, should I say, I just put it on without the flash. I thought it might be better, but it actually makes the sun merge a bit too much. In fact, it put it. I think everything has significance, even if you're using the mobile. But I have to be real and have to play along a little bit, even with the matrix ideas, because some people that listen might say, well, we only believe in a certain amount. And I don't like to go too far from what even anyone thinks about a real world. So I will buy into that, even though I could just seriously say, whatever I film with the mobile, regardless of whether you say it's a reflection or whether you say it's a flash or whether you say it's anything, I say it has significance, because this whole Earth matrix is not what you think. It is not really a real world anyway. But we are told that certain things are natural and real, and we have to abide by the laws of nature, shall we say, or what we're told is nature, what we've been told from when we were children about what this world really is, what science is even, what this ground is. Whereas I'm saying, is that so? Matrix God is starting to move the tree. See how he's moving the tree? Leaves. Moving it. That means he's getting angry. See, when I spoke, he can get like that. It can get like that. Sometimes I accidentally use human words by saying, when you're talking about a technical God entity, you're not talking about a normal male human being, for instance, or what we would consider to be a male human being. No, these are different beings. So it's, as you would probably assume that a god or even the demigods would be. There's the tree. I'm here, but I don't